Alright, YouTube, I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a different form of media incorporated into your favorite form of fandom? Well, that's what this video is basically going to be about. Incorporating other characters from movies, TV shows, anime, video games into the Marvel or DC universe. And just my idea of what I would do with these characters and have different artists and writers on them as well. Now, I love crossovers. I've always been a fan of crossovers, and I've always wanted to see how different artists and writers from different mediums would write a character from another form or medium. And I just want to talk about this throughout the entire video, and of course, video responses are welcome. I do encourage video responses. I like hearing other people's thoughts in the video. But if you don't have a camera or mic, feel free to express your opinions in the comments below. Now, a lot of the series here I'm going to mention that I would like to incorporate, or how I would incorporate them into the Marvel or DC universe, are pretty well known and popular. But I'm also going to be talking about some series that you might not know of. So let's get the obvious out of the way. Let's start with a concept that really, I like the concept, but I don't really like the way the artist and writer is handling the story. Bleach. Now, here's a concept that's something very simple and easy to grasp. Shinigamis who have different swords and zanpakos that can evolve into different forms of other weapons. Now, this story hasn't been very good. The series has really dropped off. It's really gotten bad. But I think under a different writer, and maybe under a different artist as well, I think this story can be, the story and the characters can be easily woven into either the Marvel or DC universe. In the Marvel universe, they have a very similar setup to the Asgardians, where they're kind of in a different plane of existence, and they can easily work within that Marvel universe. And in the DC universe as well, their setup is kind of like the Green Lantern Corps, where you have the captains, you have the vice captains, and you have lieutenants and stuff like that. And I think you can easily work this into the DC universe, where you can have them interact with characters like the Spectre, Etrigan, Deadman, and other spiritual characters that reside in the DC universe. Who I would like to see draw this character. There's so many artists I can name, but I would like to see someone like, say, Jim Lee, or someone like Alex Ross, or so many artists I can name. But I would love to see, as far as writers go, I would love to see Neil Gaiman's take on Bleach, the franchise. I would love to see how he would take this series and really making this into something really cool and unique. Because, they have the characters set, the characters are there, the story's there. It's just, like I said, Tai Kubo really doesn't know how to handle his own characters. But I think under different writers and artists, this can be turned into something really cool and exciting. So that's one series. Another series that's very common is Naruto. Now, this is something I think could work well in the DC universe, where you have characters, they're basically teenagers who are basically just ninjas, and they can be easily incorporated into something like the Teen Titans or the Young Justice, and even the Justice League. And I think this, like I said, under different artists and writers, this could be turned into something very cool. And the characters can be, their costumes would work well, I think, and they can easily modify them to make them to look more heroish in a way. But their costume would work fine in the DC universe. Now, in the Marvel universe, I can easily see them be considered as mutants, so to speak. Their teams are kind of like how the X-Men set up their team. They have different divisions and stuff of that nature. So that's one way I would incorporate Naruto into the Marvel or DC universe. Next, we have something that is pretty obvious. I think would work well in DC universe is the DBZ, the Dragon Ball universe. Everyone has always wanted to see Goku and Superman interact, whether it's in a fight or just see them working together would be kind of cool. But yes, I would love to see Alex Ross draw the DBZ characters. He's drawn Battle of the Planet characters for a box set, and I would love to see how he would interpret the DBZ characters. I would love to see how he would make them look, and it would just be very cool and exciting to see his art on these characters. So that's how I think the DBZ characters would work in there. They could easily be on the Justice League. I would love to see Wonder Woman interact with Vegeta, as Vegeta is the Prince of all Saiyans, and you have Diana, who is the princess of the Amazons. I think that would be very cool to see them interact. So, pretty much that's how I would incorporate those two series. Those are pretty obvious series. But moving on to different other characters from a movie universe, we have James Bond. Now, James Bond, I can see in the Marvel universe, I can see James Bond being a SHIELD agent, 007 agent of SHIELD. I think that would be just fantastic. I think that would work out well in the Marvel universe. Just seeing, Agent 00 in the kind of SHIELD get up would be very interesting to see how they would incorporate that. Now, in the DC universe, I can see 00 kind of taking Maxwell Lord's old job before he turned into a villain. I can easily see him being what Maxwell Lord used to be in the DC universe. But yes, James Bond in the Marvel or DC universe would be fantastic. Next, we have a series, Kamen Rider. The Kamen Rider, or the whole Toei universe. I could easily see these characters being put in the Marvel or DC universe. Their teams are pretty easily can be incorporated into Marvel or DC. I don't know how I would incorporate them though. What I would do with them. I guess I could have the Kamen Riders be, some of them can be in the Avengers, or some of them can be working with Iron Man or something like that. That would be really cool to see in the DC universe. Justice League, or they can be part of the JSA, or the Great 10, because the Great 10 has a character that's like Kamen Rider on there as well. So that would be very interesting to see them interact with the Marvel or DC universe. Another series I had in mind, which is a character, Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. I can easily see her in the Marvel universe as also a SHIELD agent. She's already part of an agency, Section 9, but I think she could be part of SHIELD. If not part of SHIELD, she can take back basically what Black Widow does and kind of do what she does in the Marvel universe. And I think that would be that would be an interesting concept, seeing as she is also an android, and she can do a lot of things. She can be a spy, she can be a SHIELD agent, she can do all types of things in that universe. Now in the DC universe, it would be kind of, I don't know what I would do with her in the DC universe. Section 9, I would probably incorporate that whole section in there and just have it maybe part of the Suicide Squad, or maybe she can be part of the I can't say Secret Six, because she's not really per se a vigilante or a villain, so I really can't say Secret Six, but a group like the Secret Six, like I said, Suicide Squad. I think she would work well on that on those teams. Another idea I had in mind was something like a character like Afro Samurai, where you have Afro, who pretty much is able to Afro, I think, would fit more into the Marvel universe. As you can see here, I have a picture of him about to fight Deadpool, and I can easily see him being incorporated into the Marvel universe. This is a samurai. He can fight against Deadpool, Wolverine, and he'd be like an anti-hero-ish type character, but that would pretty much, kind of be a guy for hire or just kind of do his own thing. Can definitely see him in the Marvel universe. The DC universe, I don't know what I would do with him in the DC universe. I really don't know. But it would be fantastic. That's another character I had in mind. Another series is this one's really gonna kind of bottle some people's minds, but the Sailor Moon characters, I could easily see them incorporated into DC, where they can be kind of working along with the Amazons or something like that, with Diana and Artemis. I could see them working in the DC universe, but the Marvel universe, I don't know how I would do them in the Marvel universe. I can maybe see them being part of the Inhumans or something like that, or what's another team they can be in? Maybe, yeah, of course, the Avengers. Really can't see them working well with any other type of teams in that universe. Now, here's another character, Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. Again, easily be incorporated as a SHIELD agent, or like I said, with Agent 00, he can have Ethan can have Maxwell Lord's old job before he turned into a bad guy. So that's another character I think could be easily incorporated into the Marvel or DC universe. And last but certainly not least, another series that I think, or another character I think could work well into either universe is Alucard. Alucard would work definitely well in the Marvel universe. I don't know what they would do with him. He would be a character that would just, you kind of would want to keep your eye on, because, he does work for the Hellsing organization, so I can see how I would do the Hellsing organization. I would kind of have him like X-Force, like an X-Force team, where he's an underground character, and he does missions, but he gets down and dirty with it, like the X-Force does. And they can be kind of the Hellsing organization in the Marvel universe can kind of be like a secret kill squad organization that does what the other heroes and other characters are not willing to do. Now the DC universe, I can definitely see him working on the Secret Six, because man, that would be cool. Having a vampire on there would just be great, and Alucard would be, man, that team would just be overkill. Bane and Alucard, working along with, Catman and stuff like that. That would be, that would just be pure nerdgasm. I think that would just really work out well, and I think Gail Simone would do a good job of writing a character like Alucard, who's just so crazy and so out of control and so charismatic, and that would just bottle my mind. I would love to see that. But yeah, these are some characters I had in mind I wanted to see work with the Marvel or DC universe. Feel free, like I said, to do video responses. And one thing I didn't talk about in this video, but what are some characters you would like some American characters you would like to see Japanese writers incorporate? Because they've been doing this a lot. They have an Iron Man anime, did a Batman anime, they're doing some other Marvel animes like Wolverine, even though I have my problems with that. But yeah, what are some ideas you had in mind? Feel free to put it in the comments. Or I keep stressing this, but I do like video responses because I really like seeing people put thought and a lot of work into the ideas that they would have for these kind of crossover cross medium events, I guess you can call them. So that's my video. That's something I just wanted to get off my mind. I've been thinking about this a while and how I was gonna do it, and I finally did it. So take it easy, YouTube. Lady days, gory nights.